of all is that he has, in the last 15 years of having an actor, a school for actors, has been personally involved in training, mentoring, teaching the craft to young people, and I think that's fabulous. And that's not all. His interest in children, specially able children, through his work with Dil Khush has been well written about, and that's also something that makes him so different and so special. And to think that the person, for me personally, who played Mr. Pradhan, would go on to earn 5 Filmfare Awards for comedy. I mean, would you even imagine that the person could do comedy if you've done Chandra? We've seen Shweta through her various portrayals on television. She's known for her roles in Kahani Khatati, Kusum, Adalat. And when I was Googling her, and we're all actually smarter than we think, because we know we can just, at the click of a button, know what it is that's published about people. But I'll tell you, Shweta, what connected are 3 things. One, of course, is her passion for interior design and her beautiful, beautiful home that she keeps with Mana. Yeah. The second thing is the manner in which she manages to travel continents with her baby Zara and her husband. And she's, I think, her baby is already at the age of 1, probably a frequent. That's wonderful. I'm now going to ask the much awaited.
Nothing to be much awaited. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. There are more ladies from. This speaks about triumph of ladies. There are certain things in life which you sort of. I always believe that your first reaction to a person, to a situation, to a feeling, is the truthful reaction. When you meet certain people, you like them or you don't like them. I always go by my first, some people call it gut level feeling, some people call it instinctive feeling, some people say that, oh, this is what. And then our mind manipulates it over a period of time, then say, no, it's not right to say the right thing, it's not. But actually the first feeling is the most important feeling. And I've dealt with my life on my first reactions, on my first feeling. So Munmun, when she met me many years back, she was a journalist in a magazine, and she had come to interview me. And there was a certain amount of earnestness in her, a certain amount of sincerity, and a certain amount of, like Hindi mein word hai bebakpana. I went to Hindi medium school, so I do not know how to translate that, but I'm sure everybody knows that. I believe in also one more theory, that there are certain relationships which are like a pause button on a tape recorder. You just have to press the pause button and it starts from where you left. She came to me, she did not even come to me this time, she just sent me a message. So she also did not say that I want you to come for the launch or I want you to launch that. She said it was her subtle way of another book. Second book she did not come to me. I don't know your reasons, so because I'm just telling you the chronological order. When I read her first book, Hushed Voices, I read it as an actor and I thought it was great pieces of performances in them. In fact, I made our students perform on those various pieces. First one I asked for to launch her book. Second one she did not come to me. Third one she also did not invite me, just she sent me a message. But there is so much of joy to do certain things for people who you believe in that you don't have to be invited. You just want to put your stamp of conviction in your mind on them, and that's the biggest test of any relationship, whether you've met them or not. So, Munmun, this is not for you, this is for myself. I have not read the book, so I should not pretend to sort of give you answers later on. I asked her what is the book about. I said, tell me in one line what is the book about. She went into you can't tell a novelist who's written about 120 pages and tell me in one line, 250 pages. So she almost wanted to kill me with an invincible knife. That how dare you ask me about? But I wanted to understand what is she trying to sort of say. She said, okay, Anupam, it's about adoption. So it makes it. Can you stop prompting me now? Let me speak. Maximum what will happen? I'll say wrong things. Isn't life also talking about wrong things? Why should we be so perfect? I'm not perfect. Your main character is not perfect. That girl is not perfect. That's why she's so believable. Okay, now I'll speak and you will not prompt me. So a few years back, 10, 12 years back, I discovered there is much more to life than just cinema and acting. And that's when I started working with mentally challenged children opposite my house, a special school. There was a bus overturned on Juhu Beach and everybody was passing by, as that happens in the city. And there were these children who were petrified, who were agitated. When you see these children, you look at them a little extra. So I picked them up and dropped them to the school. And that's how my association started with the school, because the Spanish nun, Sister Dolores, did not know who I was. She did not know that I was an actor because she was busy with her work, etc. And she said, so what do you do? I said, I'm a speech teacher, which is the truth. I do speech therapy. So she said, I said, I want to teach here. So she said, what will you teach? I said, I want to spend time with them and 2 hours in a week. And I'll work on their speech. So she said, okay. Then she said, would you like to meet the children in the classroom? And I went to the classroom and everybody jumped at me and said, oh, we have seen you in movies, we have seen you on television, you make us laugh, etc., etc. So Sister Dolores got a little upset. She said, are you an actor? I said, yeah. She said, you work in movies? I said, yeah. She said, her next sentence really bothered me. She said, have you come to our school to learn how to do a mentally retarded person's role? And that was very sad for me. I said, no, that's not the reason I'm here. She said, no, because we don't want to do that. So then I said, I will come here for 1 year on every Wednesday, wherever I am in the world. On every Wednesday for 1 year I'll come here. But please don't tell anybody that I am teaching there. She said, why? I said, because people will think that I'm doing it for publicity. So she said, Mr. Kher, then don't come and teach. Because out of 100 people, if 4 people believe you, for us, those 4 people are very important. So after that, I keep telling this story and whatever I can do. Adoption, I think, is the best form of giving life to a child who is not come out of your womb. That's why I love the title, Thicker Than Blood, because blood relationships necessarily do not do the best thing for their parents. Not necessarily, we have seen many stories. But apart from that, it's also taking charge of a child who unfortunately does not have parents to sort of see him or see her grow up. So I think thanks for writing on this. Apart from that, your book is about man-woman relationship. It's also about I think it's also about reinventing person. That's what Munmun has done. She keeps reinventing herself. That's why she will always be contemporary. And that's what we need to learn from people like Munmun and whatever I heard about you. Whatever, I think it's really important as people create things which will make you feel important. We give importance to the whole world, but we don't give importance to ourselves. We want to love the whole world, but we don't want to love ourselves. Or we don't love, because unfortunately in our system, in our society, the moment you say I love myself, you're said, oh, you're selfish. But if I don't love myself, I won't have the capability of loving another person. As a journalist, we have a relation. I have so many. Chetan is here, Rof is there. It's so amazing to. These are friends from my earlier days, Saransh days, and I believe in maintaining relationships. I believe in maintaining relationships because they are your bank of richness, of how you grow as a person. So when I meet Rof or when I meet Chaitanya or when I meet Munmun, I discovered, oh, I have done so much, but still my heart is the same because the smile we exchange with each other is the same. As far as books are concerned, I have 2 more minutes. Yes. As far as my book is not here, by the way. Title Waves. No, not Title Waves is the name of the shop, no? So I'm asking them, why isn't my book here? It's in the 18th edition. It's translated into 11 languages. It's not there. Please keep it here. I'm begging, please. Because for me, winning all those awards is not important. Means of course it's important, but for me to be a writer was the most important thing for me because I never got more than 38% marks in my life. So when I'm introduced, which you did not, as author, I suddenly feel I'm important. My introduction to the books happened. I came from a poor family, and when you are in a small town from a poor family, you dream a lot, and because you think that one day life will be better, one day I'll be better, one day I'll wear better clothes, one day I'll have better food, one day my father will treat me to a better place, etc., etc. But my grandfather used to say, when you are very poor, the cheapest thing available is happiness. And in that thing, in Soviet Sangh की कुछ किताबें होती थी, translated into Soviet Sangh. There was a treaty between log kathaएं. A book was given to me by my uncle in my 9th standard called Mother by Maxim Gorky. So that book changed my life, and I got into a world where I was happy. I was reading books and I was saying, wow, this is the best way to get rid of your own stress. And I'm happy to say, not wanting to sort of boast, but I used to go to every Sunday flea market behind Jama Masjid and Lal Qila in Delhi and pick up books, and the most amazing books I picked up from there. I had a collection of 14,000 books because that was the most amazing treasure that I have, and I have donated that book to my library of my school. And I feel sad that now there is, even though technically or technologically it's wonderful to read books on computers, but you don't have the feel of the books. वो गुलजार साहब की एक बड़ी सी पोएम है, वो मजा नहीं आता। मामा तो उसे क्या कर सेम उंगली लगा रहा, पता नहीं कितने लोगों ने पढ़ी होगी ये किताब। But the feel, the smell of the books is so amazing. So I wish you great success with this book. And on your behalf, I want to thank Jaico people also for coming up with this book. And you don't have to take 9 years to call me next time to launch your book. Unfortunately, you are stuck with me that all your books will be released by me. Okay? Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Anupam, so much for saying that. I hope I can come back to you in a year's time latest, with a new book.
Don't worry about the quality of the book. I'll release it.
Okay. Thank you so much.
So now we're going to be launching the book formally.
Hello, स्टील बैठ जाना प्लीज. स्टील
बैठ के स्टिल बैठ के ले लो प्लीज यार, पूरा ब्लॉक हो रहा है. बाय.
मोबाइल
मोबाइल
और थोड़ा ऊपर.
Pressure that Anupam has put on Munmun for the next piece of writing. Munmun? So I think now we can move to the question answer session, and what I'll do is we have
book, you've not read the book, but I have. So in the book, the woman is craving to have a child, and she goes to extreme measures to have the child. So besides wanting to be an actor, have you felt similarly for any other issue?
I don't have a child of my own.
Right.
I have a stepson, Sikandar, who is more than a child for me.
Right.
I understand the urge to have children. We've gone through comic timings when you're wanting to have a child because the doctor says that you have to do it at a certain time, etc., etc. You have to rush, etc., and you have to have the egg is formulated. So we have gone through the full rigmarole. It's sometimes not so funny, sometimes it's funny, sometimes it is. So I can understand what she writes and what her friend must have gone through. So urges are always there. I think it's a very not only a maternal urge, it's also a father's urge. Because actually the father wants to see a child grow up in front of him. It's apart from feeling that "Baap, maine kya paida kiya hai." He has no contribution except for whatever he has. But yeah, I think it's that can leave sometime. It should not leave a woman with a sense of incompleteness. Also, the society tries and sort of tells her that, oh, you don't have a child, etc., etc. But we went through that whole phase, me and Kiran and I, and the fact that Sikandar was there, it was wonderful, but sometimes you feel. I initially never used to feel bad. Sometimes now I feel that, oh, it would have been wonderful. But that's why I work a lot with children, because that my urge, that should not be connected though, but I think my urge to be with children gets fulfilled with these special children. Recently on my father's 4th death anniversary, I celebrate his life instead of mourning his death. So we invited about 700 children from underprivileged background, and we had a orchestra of blind people to sort of do that. So it's amazing to have any street children. I think the kind of innocence these special children have is the most amazing feeling. So I do empathize and I do identify sometimes with these people.
One more question.
No, but first of all, let me just tell you, he's another friend of mine who I have known, I don't know where he was standing, not for the last 30 years. These are all the people who said nice things about me after Saransh and did not say so much nice things about after that. But we have maintained a certain relationship. Yes, please.
The question is, earlier the problem was how to stop it.